Hey, it's Stevie Johns with Phase 3 Productions. I am back in Modesto, California, where in November we installed another DOS PA. And back today, the church has carpet now, and all the chairs are in, and so the room dynamics from where we had tuned it when we were in here in November on the initial installation had drastically changed. They put a really nice thick carpet in, and that, coupled with the chairs, it's made a big difference in the sound of the PA and in the room. So what we did was we came back in, we're just going to retune it, and the PA that we put in it's the new event 28As. We put 4 of those underneath a single event 118A sub. We did that. We ran that in a stereo configuration, one on each side of the auditorium. And when I came in yesterday morning and started tuning it, it blew me away again at just how smooth these things are. There was a lot going on at the church, and so when I was using the peak noise, I didn't want it to be really loud. Set the RTA mics up, pressured up the room, had everything going, sounding good. Got it real nice and just super flat, which in itself is really impressive that you can get these boxes in a room to sound that flat. A lot of that has to do with the acoustics that are in the room, but it's just a characteristic of these boxes and just how flat they are and how transparent they are. But you can get them really super flat. They're very responsive to EQ. So we got them flat. And then once everybody was gone from the lobby and everything was out, I turned it up and I started pushing it up. And we went from, I think I tuned it initially like 84 dB. And then I got it up to like 98, pushed it to 100. I mean, it was just super, super loud. And what I was so impressed with is as I pushed that up, you watch that graph, and the dB level and the level changed, but the EQ curve didn't hardly move at all. It was still really super flat. Now, there were just minute adjustments, but like nothing like what you would expect and like nothing what you see typically. Again, a lot of that has to do with the room, but a lot of that is just inherent with these boxes on just how responsive they are and how good they sound. Now, why is this important? For churches, this is really important because at a concert, it's a pretty constant level. I mean, you're running it within 4 dB from start to finish, right? It's going to be that once the volume is there, you don't fluctuate it a whole lot. I mean, it fluctuates, but not a whole lot. Now in church, it's totally different. The worship service, maybe 6 or 8 dB louder than what the preaching is. And so why you want that constant flat levels, because you want consistency of sound. And that's what DOS has just absolutely killed. They have done it. These boxes just sound incredible. Right out of the box, they sound incredible. They're very responsive to EQ, and they work great in churches because when you tune the room and you get it flat, it stays that way. And it doesn't matter what the dB level is. So anyway, there's lots of case studies on this. Lots of big venues have used it and loved it. The Maybe Center out of Tulsa used them for years and years and years and years. They had them over 10 years. I mean, thousands of events ran through these things. They loved them. And we do too, obviously. That's why we put them in so many different churches. I think we've got 4 or 5 more in the books to put in already this year of the DOS systems. Cannot say enough good about them. Love them. Absolutely love them. You will too. If you have any more questions, if you have any questions about this for your church, if you have an upcoming project you want to look at on it, love to talk with you. Give us a call. Thanks.